The United States Senate just voted 86-11 to squeeze Vladimir Putin harder than ever. And then the lower house went on holiday. From Berlin, this is the kind of moment that makes a European rub their eyes. In most democracies, when your allies are being bombarded nightly, the parliament stays in the building. In Washington, the Senate can pass a landmark sanctions bill on a Friday evening, and the House of Representatives simply won't be around to vote on it until September because the members have already left town for their summer recess. The urgency is real. The calendar is negotiable. Let us be precise about what happened. After days of wrangling, senators from both parties, Democrats and Republicans, backed a new sanctions program aimed at Russia's oil and gas exports, the financial engine of its war against Ukraine. The bill was championed by the late Senator Lindsey Graham. It would empower the president to sanction the 5 biggest buyers of Russian energy and the 5 countries doing the most to help Moscow dodge existing sanctions. Read the fine print and you see the target. China and India, both large purchasers of Russian crude. Here's the contradiction that runs through the whole affair. Donald Trump, repeatedly accused of not pressing the Kremlin hard enough, has signaled he supports the bill. Yet in recent months, his own administration temporarily suspended sanctions on Russian oil to keep global prices from spiking after the war between the United States, Israel, and Iran effectively closed the Strait of Hormuz to shipping. So Washington eases pressure on Russia to manage the fallout from another war it helped start. The circle closes on itself. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who lobbied Trump personally at the end of July, thanked the Senate and called real American pressure the thing that would help most. And the timing was grimly efficient. Shortly after the vote, Russia launched a fresh wave of nighttime strikes on the Kyiv region, drones, glide bombs, and ballistic missiles. Those missiles are nearly impossible to intercept without American-made Patriot systems. And the ammunition for those systems is running short, because the Iran war drained global stockpiles too. Kyiv now receives, by one estimate, 3 times fewer interceptor missiles than a year ago. So consider the full picture from the outside. The Senate votes overwhelmingly to punish Moscow. A House that could turn that vote into law is unreachable for weeks. A president who backs the bill has spent months softening the very sanctions it strengthens. And even the defensive weapons Ukraine relies on are being rationed because of a separate American war. Some House Democrats already object that the bill hands Trump sweeping tariff powers, powers that could strain trade with China and India well beyond the war. With the November midterms looming and margins razor thin, passage is anything but certain. Trump, meanwhile, has begun questioning the integrity of those coming elections, a familiar prelude. Europe watches a symbolic vote clash with an empty parliament and an overstretched arsenal and quietly concludes, the will exists, the follow-through is the missing part. That's the view from here. What does it look like where you are? Drop it in the comments and subscribe for the perspective American media won't give you.